Hello and welcome in a new video in the Ruqa'a script. For today's video we are going to look into the following letters. We've lastly stopped at the letter Noon, so today we are going to look at Ha, then Waw, then Ya. After these three we are going to look at the Lam Alef, because it is a very important move. For Ha, we are going to see it as usual, beginning, middle, with the two shapes that it has in the middle, and the end shape that comes also like two shapes at the end. The Waw is easy, so this is the Ha where we can see the two shapes, this one and this one. The Waw is also simple, it's basically a Fa with a Ra move. The Ya, which is also a Ha maqsu'a. Now for the Ha, it also comes as the Ta marbuta. Then we will have a look at the Lam Alef and how to write it. So shall we start with the Ha? For letter Ha, it's very simple, but some people think that it's small. That's why it gets a bit confusing when they write it. Ha by itself is basically a circle. So you start here, you go up, you've got the midline, then you just go back. This is the Ha by itself. It's also similar to the Ha in Diwani. Meanwhile, when it comes at the beginning of a word, it's 3 points plus an Alif plus Fa in the middle of a word. So when we combine these three moves, we get the following. We start with the 3 dots, as you can see. Then we do the Alif. Then finally we do the Fa. Now keep notice of the fact that the Fa is inside this triangle, as we can see. And this is how you make a Fa, a Ha. Therefore, when you write a Ha, an Alif, it does look really big. Ha'il, which means massive. We can see how big the Ha is. Unlike other scripts. The scaling is exactly the same as an Alif, 3 points high. This would be 2 by 2, the Fa that is inside the word. When it comes in the middle, we have two shapes. The first one is basically going down, then up. 1, 2, then continuing the script. So, Jiha, the word we wrote ages ago, you see how it looks like. There's another shape, which is basically comes connected from above. So, for example, Muhimma, mission, Mim. We go down like a Ha. This is basically a Ha move. Then we add a Fa move. You see how simple it is? Then a Mim. Then let's do the other term. Muhimma, mission. Again, this move is basically a Ha plus a Fa. Mind you, when you write these two, you have to keep in mind that the Fa extrudes outside the Ha. You see here. It's not inside, so when you look at it, you can see that it comes outside the Ha move. And this is how you write a Ha in the middle of a word, either with this straight move or this one here. at the end of a word, it has basically two shapes. So the first one is a very delicate nudge like this. This is the ha, or the ta marbuta. If we were to enlarge this to see it better, notice a very slight nudge. So going downward from a connection, you go up slightly, just like this. Then you do the downward move, this one. You see how we have a small nudge up, then we go down. Again, going down, slightly up, then down. And it is very thin. That's why we said that for the meme, when we connect a meme, at the end of a scene or whatever, you can use the hat move just to give yourself a nice nudge downward to be able to continue writing. So this is the hat. There's another shape that most people are used to, and it's basically similar to shapes in the other scripts. That shape is easier. It's basically, that's the connection. Then you go straight up for 2 points. Then you go down, then around. Down, then around. It's very simple. You stop, you go up, then you rotate like this. It is rotational, therefore it looks like a nose, like a character nose. Again, when we look into the details, so this is the upward move, and we went back. When we go back, this touches here, so we still have a gap here. In some scripts you will find this shape. You'll find that they go down a bit, then they go up. Sometimes you'll find a small downward move, then upward move. Sometimes you'll find it's just a straight line backward. But this one is the most popular because the shape inside is simply a triangle. Meanwhile here we've got more angles to it. And these are the two shapes for the end of a hat. When we write Bismillah, we usually use the smaller one for Lafz al-Jalala, but you can use either. Bismillah, we use the small one, this one, because it looks like the other one in Thuluth, because it's a special case for Lafz al-Jalala, this hat. Next we are going to talk about the waw. For the waw, it's basically the fa head, then we connect a ra to it. When it comes connected, low for example, it's a very simple letter. Qulu, qaf, waw, waw. After the waw we have the ya. Now for the ya, we do the connection we did before, the nebra connection. Then with this dimension in mind, 2 points by 2 points again, we do this move. It's a very small down, then down. It's like 2 parts, but it's governed with this dimension. Then we go back with a nun. So it does look like a nun. It's like saggy. So we start with this, go back, then go back with the nun. And this is how the ya looks like, and the alif maqsoora. The ya, we don't put dots for it in Ruqa'a. So when it comes at the end of a word, that is. When we connect it, depending on the thing before it, for example, ala and lam. This is ala or ali. Bobby, which means a deer. Va, baya. So this is, there are no dots for the ya, but it is a ya. When it comes out at the beginning, it's just the same as a ba. It doesn't change, but you add the dots for it. When it comes connected to a lam, ila, that's a special way. You stop and you just do this. You don't write too much of it, it's just the connection like a ha. So ila. And that's basically the things with the ya. Sometimes there's the sword ya, ya so fi. If you saw someone writing fi like this, it's because they took it from other scripts, Diwani, and they put it in Ruqa'a. Some people in Ruqa'a do write the ya like this. But sometimes, yeah, they prefer this one. But this could work. It's called Ya Sayfi. We've got also a connection with the fa. We don't do the whole, we don't do this. This is wrong. You do this one. The ha with the ya, as we said before, it changes shape. So it's this ha. Hay. Next we are going to see the Lam Alef. For the Lam Alef, it's a bit simple because we've talked about that move in the in one of the previous letters, the ta. So the only move that is sort of a bit confusing is the second one. It's this one. So we do a lam, then we do this move, finally we connect this to it. The scale again is 3 points, this one would be 3 points, and this is 3 points. The connection here between the alif and the lam alif is again delicate. If you were to look at it, so you are going just to draw this part. So the alif comes resting like this on it. It doesn't go through it, so you have to be careful with this connection. And that's it for the Ruqa'a script. Next video we are going to talk about the way of constructing sentences with this, since now we learned all letters, and we might come over some notes that we haven't spoken about. But before that, you could take this with you and practice it. Till next time, let's write a sentence. ربي يسر ولا تعسر. Try this one We could also continue with ربي تمم بالخير وبه. ربي تمم بالخير وبه. Try this, and we will talk in details about the rules with regards to the scripts, like the balancing features, the line, where does it come, and how to write on top of it, below it. Yeah, we will talk about all these things in a separate video. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please like, share and subscribe if you are interested in Arabic calligraphy, and watch the other videos on the channel, because they contain some really good information about calligraphy in general. This has been Amal Awadi, and see you in the next video.